We have tremendously fast growth in air travel as a result of that. We have about 200 million passenger trips a year in India right now, but the rate at which we are growing over the next 15 or 20 years, we'll have 1 billion trips per year. India has a middle class of about 300 million people, 30 crore people, and of those 300 million people, very few have still flown. So once these 300 million people, 400 million people start to fly regularly, we will easily reach 1 billion trips. Today the US is at 900 million trips, China is about 500, 600 million trips. So we can see a future where we will grow from 200 million passenger trips a year to 1 billion passenger trips a year, and virtually everybody in the middle class will be flying. The government has done many things. I mean, we made it very easy to be an entrepreneur now by easing the rules for starting and exiting businesses. We have, of course, created the India Aspiration Fund, which is a 10,000 crore fund of funds, so that we have a more flourishing domestic venture capital industry. We made it very easy to set up a domestic venture capital fund, and we have encouraged through Niti Aayog and the Atal Innovation Mission innovation labs, tinkering labs across our universities and educational institutions in schools as well. So there are a whole host of things that we're doing to encourage innovation. They already are. Flipkart is succeeding very well. Paytm is succeeding very well. We have a host of other e-commerce companies like Pepperfry, like LimeRoad, that are also being very successful. And so we just have to innovate. We just have to come up with clever ideas, and we have to serve India's market, and particularly India's mass market. And if we do that, we'll build very successful large companies as well. We think that the aviation sector is growing very strongly, so there's no question of anybody losing their job. We think lots and lots of jobs will be created in the aviation sector, and the strategic disinvestment process is underway for Air India right now. We are hopeful that within 6 to 8 months we will have a winning bidder, and then it will take another 6 months to actually close the transaction, which is to transfer ownership to the winning bidder. But our hope very much is that within 2018 we will make the strategic disinvestment happen, so that India also has a great global airline that will compete successfully with Emirates and British Airways and Lufthansa. Management consulting, of course, has been very successful globally and in India. I remember well in 1992 when McKinsey just got started in India, and I was, of course, in the US then, but I came and I visited the Mumbai office of McKinsey, which was in the Trident Hotel at that time, and it was just 2 rooms. And today McKinsey is thousands of people in India. So in 25 years, McKinsey and all the other consulting firms have grown and done very well. And that is because they are very good at working with companies and governments to solve problems and to make real change happen. As we grow and we develop, we will continue to need good consulting firms to help us along the way. No, there's very good coordination now under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. We are working together on many initiatives such as multimodal connectivity for airports, such as seaplanes, such as creating a big highway system that will support the growth of airports. And all these transportation systems are required. If you look at China, they've got a fantastic highway system, they've got a fabulous high-speed rail system and a railway system, and they have a very successful aviation sector as well. So all these transportation alternatives are required for the growth of a country. Niti Aayog has been doing an exemplary job in terms of really thinking through what the long-term vision and plan for the government and the people of India should be. They have also done a terrific job in really nailing down the kinds of outcomes that we should be working on, whether it is in the social sector, infrastructure, other ministries as well, and they've also been very successful in supporting states in their development plans. Well, I'm very glad you called me young. I'm 54 years old, so it's always a pleasure to be called young when you're 54. Obviously, I came into public life with decades of experience in the private sector. So I think the kind of work we've been able to do, whether it was in the Ministry of Finance where I was earlier, and now in the Ministry of Civil Aviation with our private sector players, has been outstanding. And I think the only way India can progress is through the private sector, obviously with government playing an appropriate facilitating role, and that's really the path that we are on. I think first of all you should be very good at what you do. You should be a really good and skilled professional, whether it is as an engineer, as a professor, as a management consultant, as an investor, whichever profession you undertake. I think you should be very good at what you do and rise to the top of that profession. And really, my advice to everyone is don't really necessarily think about entering public life early. In my own case, of course, when I entered public life, I was 50 years old. I had 25 years of experience in the professional world, and that has really helped me greatly in public life as well, because I came to public life to contribute, to make a difference in India. And because I had all this experience and all these networks and I could tap into all of that, it has enabled me to have impact and really be able to contribute.